Hello everyone, a very good morning to all of you. This is Arsu Kakkad. Welcome to GK Today. Let us have a look over today's important current affairs. Before starting, let me tell you that these questions are a part of your daily 20 MCQ series that you can get on GK Today's Android application app. There are more than 500 plus questions available every month. Category wise questions are also there, so you can refer to GK Today Android app. With this, let us have a look what first question says and then the answer for it. The question is regarding the award. Which union ministry presents Tenzing Norgay National Adventure Award? So you are having four options. Tenzing Norgay National Adventure Awards are presented by, basically, which ministry is associated with this award, and the right answer is Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. So option A is the right answer for this question. Right? So basically, this Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, they have announced this Tenzing Norgay National Adventure Awards. These awards are given every year. Very important first point that you need to remember. And they are given, basically, they are, you can say, the highest national recognition these awards are, and they are given for the outstanding achievements in the field of adventure, whether it is on land, sea, air. Right, so that is why here you can see that these awards are given in four categories. What are these four categories? Land adventure, water adventure, air adventure, and lifetime achievement. Right, so the lifetime achievement award is conferred to Group Captain Bhavani Singh Samyal will be conferred with this Lifetime Achievement Award, and these awards are conferred by, very important, President of India. Right, so these were some of the important takeaways. I hope now if any of the questions surround these points, you are able to answer that. Next is a Operation Turd Shield was launched by which country? So you are having four options. This Operation Turd Shield was launched by India. So option B is the right answer for this question. Now, what is this operation all about? What happened and why we are covering it, why it was in news? Because recently there is 19th meeting of Conference of Parties. It is to the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora sites. It is being held where? In Panama City. Right. So there this operation was admired. Why? Because of the results that we have achieved by India. Right, so it was initiated by Wildlife Crime Control Bureau. Name of this Operation Turd Shield, the name itself makes it clear that it is to eliminate the illegal trade of turtles, of freshwater turtles. Right, so that is why the name comes from the turtles, Turd Shield. So eliminating the illegal trade of freshwater turtles. And very important, it is initiated by, please do remember, Wildlife Crime Control Bureau. Right, moving on. Which country launched Orion spacecraft? This is a very easy question. We have already covered regarding this spacecraft. I would say we have covered a mission of NASA. So from this, I hope that you are able to understand. This hint is a very big hint, as USA is the country that launched Orion spacecraft. This spacecraft is basically, I hope that you remember, Artemis 1 mission, which is the mission of USA, NASA, right? And this mission is for of moon exploration. It is a moon exploration program. After 50 years, they have come up with this particular mission. It will be in series, Artemis 1, Artemis 2, right? Artemis 1 mission is uncrewed. I have told you, and Artemis 2 will be crewed. Whenever it will launch, we will cover that. But this mission is uncrewed. There is no astronaut there. But there is Orion spacecraft. I hope that you remember, where there are like three dummies that resemble to the like astronauts. Their tissues are like that. Right, why it is so? Because when Artemis 2 mission will be launched, that will be crewed. Artemis 1 is uncrewed, launched by NASA, and Orion spacecraft is the part of this rocket, right, this launch system. Moving on to the next question. The European Parliament has designated which country as the state sponsor of terrorism? The European Parliament has designated which country as the state sponsor of terrorism? The right answer of this question is Russia. Option B. Why? What is the reason behind it? Reason is the Russia-Ukraine war. And according to the European Parliament, they have designated Russia as the state sponsor of terrorism. In that argue is that there were military strikes on the Ukrainian civilian targets in infrastructure, hospitals, schools, shelters, which violated the international law, and there were various sanctions that were imposed by the European Union, right? This bloc imposed sanctions on Russia as well for over the invasion of Ukraine. That is why Russia is the right answer for this particular question. Indian Navy conducted Naseem Al Bahr exercise with which country? We have covered the bilateral exercise, the important ones in the previous session also. I hope that you will remember that you have revised that there were many the bilateral exercise between India, China, between India, Mongolia, between India and Thailand. So you will tell me hand in hand is the bilateral exercise between, and also okay, I'm giving you only this. Chalo, take this one. Hand in hand is the bilateral exercise between India and which other country? Do you want me to give you any other exercise? Okay, let's take Shakti then. So these two will be your homework, and I want the answers in the comment section. And this Naseem Al Bahr exercise is with Oman. So option B is the right answer. Right. So Indian Navy, the navies of India and Oman, they conducted this exercise off the coast of Oman. Where is Oman? I'll let you know. Meanwhile, please do hear these things. So the Indian navies, basically guided missile stealth frigate INS Trikan, INS Sumitra, they will participate in this 13th edition. And this bilateral exercise has three phases: harbor phase, sea phase, and debrief. Right. So Naseem Al Bahr, this Bahr is also known as the exercise Sea Breeze. Right. Moving on. Which city is the host of Global High Level Conference on Anti-Microbial Resistance in 2022? Which city is the host of Global High Level Conference on Anti-Microbial Resistance? And answer is Muscat. Option A is the right answer. Right. So first of all, that is why I told you we'll have a look over it. So here it is Oman and the capital of Oman. Right. So basically this conference on antimicrobial resistance was organized in Muscat, Oman. This conference, as you please look at the title of this conference, Antimicrobial Resistance. What is AMR? We have covered it, right? Antimicrobial resistance. Resistance is against the microorganisms. So when the see microorganisms that are there in your body, like bacteria, they are highly resistant to these drugs that you are taking. The treatment becomes ineffective. Then you have to go with the line 2 treatment, right? So that becomes like, as we say that we should take proper medicines prescribed by the doctor and take it properly, right? The process should be followed. You should not skip if you are taking antibiotics, right? Otherwise your body will develop this antimicrobial resistance. So this conference aims to accelerate the measures, the countermeasures for antimicrobial resistance at the national level, regional level, global level, and boost the international cooperation in this issue. Theme, very important: the AMR from policy to one health action. So this is the theme, that is to address the issue of antimicrobial resistance. So here it is Oman, here it is UAE, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Persian Gulf, Gulf of Oman, and Arabian Sea, Yemen is here. Moving on. Anwar Ibrahim has sworn in as a new Prime Minister of which country? Answer is what? Are you going with Malaysia? Let us see what the right answer is. Absolutely, Malaysia is the right answer. So please do remember the name. Anwar Ibrahim has sworn in as the new Prime Minister of Malaysia. What is the capital of Malaysia? Kuala Lumpur, right? So please do remember that. Moving on, which is the headquarters of Center for Development of Telematics? Answer is, where is the headquarter of Center for Development of Telematics? In New Delhi. Option B is the right answer. And we are covering it because Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw inaugurated Entrepreneurship Cell and Center of Innovation, where at the Delhi campus of the Center for Development of Telematics. So it is basically it is an Indian government owned telecommunication technology development center in New Delhi. Moving on. Which institution announced that religious freedom and related human rights in India are under ongoing threat? Which institution announced that religious freedom and related human rights in India, they are under the ongoing threat? It is USCIRF. Option C is the correct answer. So basically the US Commission for International Religious Freedom, they announced that in India religious freedom and the human rights are undergoing threats. So as there was a report and it recommended that the US Department of State, they designated India as the country of concern, of particular concern, right? So answer is if they ask you in such a manner, then India would be the answer, right? Which country is designated as the country of particular concern? Okay, which country is the host of inaugural India-ASEAN Defence Ministers Meeting? We have covered several times about the members of the ASEAN group, and I expect that you all know the 10 members of the ASEAN. If you don't, then this session is one such other opportunity for you to quickly have a look over the members, right? India ASEAN, the right answer of this question is Cambodia. Option B, the country that hosted the inaugural India-ASEAN Defence Ministers Meeting is Cambodia, and it commemorated the 30th anniversary of the India-ASEAN relations. And the India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh made two proposals. What were they? Initiative for women in the United Nations peacekeeping operations and initiative on marine plastic pollution. So these were the two proposals. With this, we have covered today's important current affairs, and now we will be having a look over certain venues of the different meetings, right? First is National Conference of Tourism Ministers of States and UTs. What is a venue? Dharamshala, right? This question is your homework. Okay, next is venue of 30th Southern Zonal Council meeting. It is Thiruvananthapuram, right? So Thiruvananthapuram is the right answer of the 30th Southern Zonal Council. 4th edition of India Clean Air Summit, which is the venue? Bangalore. Venue of SCO Defence Ministers Meeting held in 2022? Tashkent. Which is the venue of Silk Mark Expo recently inaugurated? New Delhi. Venue of National Conference of Women Police? Shimla. Venue of 17th Pravasi Bharatiya Divas 2023? Indore. Venue of National Security Strategies Conference 2022? New Delhi. Venue of International Conference on Responsible Packaging? New Delhi. Moving on. Venue of India International Seafood Show? It is Kolkata. Venue of National Conference of Rural Cooperative Banks? New Delhi again. Which is a venue of International Telecommunication Union's Regional Standardization Forum for Asia and Oceania region? Yes, please. What do you think is the right answer for this question? The answer will be what? It will be your let us give it as a homework then, right? Okay, so moving on to the next question. The question is, let me see, I'm not able to see that. Okay, which is the venue of first Khelo India Fencing Women's League? So I think that these two, I expect these venues from you. So this will be your homework. Moving on, which is the venue of ISRO's Human Space Flight Expo? It is Bangalore. What is the venue of Asian Games in 2023? China. And this is also your homework, right? So today there will be no I would say, the slide for homework. I expect these answers in the comment section. If you wish to, you can give, right? So it basically depends upon how much you want to take away, right? Are you getting my point? It's about how much you want. It's not ki you have to compulsory give the answers of every question in the comment section. It completely is your choice, right? So I personally feel that spoon feeding is not the right option. Do scroll things, do search out for things by yourself, brainstorming, right? But okay, what is the original corpus of the funds of fund for startups launched under Startup India initiative? It is rupees 10,000 crore, right? Swadesh Darshan scheme is an initiative of which union ministry? Tourism ministry. Sparsh initiative is associated with which ministry? Ministry of Defense. District Disability Rehabilitation Center is an initiative of which union ministry? Social Justice and Empowerment. Indira Gandhi Sehri Rozgar Guarantee Yojana is an initiative of which state? Rajasthan. National Cancer Grid is an initiative of the Government of India through which department? Department of Atomic Energy. Mission Swawalamban is a flagship initiative of which institution? SIDBI, right? Ministry of Culture launched an initiative India Ki Udaan along with which company? Google. Ready for Next program is a new initiative of which telecom operator? You will let me know in the comment section. Which state launched startup initiatives including regional hubs and community circles? It is Tamil Nadu, right? So here we are done with today's lecture. I hope you are taking away many of the important things, and do let me know the answers of these questions that I have given you. It will let me know also if you'll give these answers that I have asked in between. I'll info and from that particular your answer that you were till the end connected and you listened to the lecture very carefully. So with this, I, Arzu Kakkad, wish everybody a very best of luck. Happy learning, everyone. Have a nice day. All the best. Thank you.